the first look Friday, and this week or this fortnight or this time we're going to be looking at this Citroen C2V. No, it's not C2V. We're going to be looking at this Citroen 2CV, the Deux Cheval, I think is what they're called in France anyway. Yeah, this is a kit from Heller. It is a 1/24 scale, as you can see right there, and it is a green car. Well, the box art is green. Yeah, so quick look at the box. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So on the front you got the rather glary picture of the green car. On this side, the bottom side, as I like to call it, we've got Heller Fabrique en France. Citroen 2CV ECH 1/24, which I assume means scale. Little picture there. On this side, you got pretty much the same thing. And on this side, almost the same thing. Slightly different orientation, slightly different ordering of the various items, and a little barcode there. And on the back we've got stuff as well. So you have French, English, German, Spanish. Basic let's have a quick zoom in there. Basic description of the vehicle in 4 languages. Well, I say basic because there's just one little paragraph there. So basically it tells you about the car. It's got 3.8 meters long, if you needed to know that, and some other technical details there. Fabrique en France here, some other details. Intended for collectors aged 14 and over, reading the English bit. So these little bits here, quite a lot of them, are in French, German, Russian, Polish, Italian, Spanish, Netherlands or Dutch, and English. So all the languages. Down here, let's zoom out again. So down here at the bottom of the back of the box, we have model dimensions there. So basically it's 160 millimeters long by 62 millimeters wide, and some recommended paint colors. What time is it now? It's nearly bedtime. It's midnight. Why am I doing this now? Anyway, so that's the box. Down there you got what appears to be the address of Heller in France. Anyway, let's get a look at what's inside this box. So you're thrilled to find out what's inside this box. There's a sheet of paper here. Look at that in a moment. So, little decal sheet. So, have I taken a look at this already? Quite possibly. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, let's get stuff out of the box and we'll start with the paperwork. So this little piece of paper here is I tend to print out the delivery things. I bought this kit off eBay, and let's cover up my home address here. Well, it's not my home address, but it's close enough. Right, I bought it in August 2021 from Dave Coley of Dave Coley's Emporium. I believe still on eBay. I believe he's also got a proper shop, but yeah, go have a look at the eBay shop. There's lots and lots of kits to choose from if you're interested. Put this over here. So I bought it, paid for it on 3rd of August, and it arrived on the 5th of August. 2 days. Pretty quick. Cost me £24.99, £25. So £25 for this little car, this little kit. Is that good value? I think it's about, just off the top of my head, I'd say it's about average for 1/24 scale car kits today anyway, for newer kits. Is this newer kit? I have no idea. When is this kit from? We'll find out shortly. Anyway, let's take a look at the paperwork. So, hello, 1/24 scale, Citroen 2CV, black and white manual, very large, much bigger than A4, or bigger than A4, almost, not quite A3, but yeah, a lot of writing on the first couple of pages. So this is all even more stuff about the car. So yeah, 2CV was presented for the first time at the 1948 Motor Show. Yeah, so anyway, information about the car there, stuff that you can find all over the place. In fact, if you're interested at all in this car, in the real one, just search it on YouTube. You'll get dozens of videos talking about it. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's all that. 8 different languages on there, and we go straight in to the build. First thoughts of the instruction booklet. The diagrams are leave a little bit to be desired, but they do what they're intended to do, which is shows how it all goes together. Yeah, but right at the top there, before you even do any building, let's get closer on this thing. You got essential paints up here and additional paints. So there's let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 essential paints. Build part 1, chassis. Got a lot of frame chassis there, and you're putting on the axles, 2 pieces. Let me see. Yeah, these are the part numbers. They all appear to be the same color, number 33, which is matte black. Okay then. So, quick glance of the thing. Each stage, for example 3 here, shows you a paint color, things to paint, painting stuff and you're gluing stuff together, and so on over here. This here, by the way, is the decal sheet. We'll see that later. Yeah, but yeah, so basically the first 2 pages are putting the chassis together, floor of the car onto the chassis, the seats, front seats, back seats, all into the car. I haven't thought about this properly, have I? Let's shift the microphone a bit. So yeah, I'm probably a bit louder now, am I? Anyway, that's what we're doing here. So axles. This appears to be the steering control, and the bumper, some control panel into the car, or foot pedals probably, and seats, blah blah, and then stage 6, steering column. Next page, we're on to page 6 now. So you put the seats that you've already constructed into the car, do something with what appears to be a gearbox, and then add more bits, so you're building more bits onto the gearbox, blah blah blah, and so on. So basically the greasy oily bits are being put together here, lots of colours to be painted. Go over to page 7. At the top of page 7 we have still continuing on with the greasy bits. Gearbox, well I said gearbox, but it appears to be the engine, so I was wrong there. It's actually the engine. And I know why I was wrong, because the general shape of it, you got the gear, that's the gearbox there, and then right up onto the engine, which is this part here. You can tell it's the engine because these bits here appear to be the bits with the pistons in. I'm not sure what the technical term for them is, but that's best I can do. So anyway, you put it together, the whole engine there, drop it into the vehicle, some other bits, drive shafts I think onto the wheels, and then you assembling the wheels, tire and wheels, hubcaps. Put the wheels onto the chassis, and then you onto the bodywork. So section 23, page 8, you start putting, well, it shows you paint colors, so dark grey, light grey, so you're painting the inside of the bodywork. and then you're putting in the glass work and some other bits. Rear view mirror, the little flaps that shades, sun shades, that's what I call them. More windows, more glass panes and so on, and it just goes on. Then you put in the door cards, it's inside the doors, and then you are putting together the what do you call this thing, the dashboard. So it appears to be a left-hand drive car, which being a French vehicle is to be expected, I guess. Some more bits inside the car there. On to page 10, putting the battery into the vehicle, so a separate little battery there. More painting, more furniture, door handles on both sides. Got dotted lines there to show you that it's not going onto the top, it's going onto the doors. Because what I would have done was put here door handles 32 and 35, and then also put, because the door handles on the other side are the same number, so put here this side and that side, for example, both sides, something like that. Continuing on, you're putting these two little panels onto the car, no idea what they are, and then you're putting the body onto the chassis. There you go. And then you're putting some more greasy bits into the engine bay. We'll go over to page 18. Let's have a look. Putting more bits onto the inside of the vehicle. So looks like it may come in handy if you have a pretty detailed photograph of what the engine looks like, or the engine bay, because there's lots of opportunity for detailing this vehicle, or certainly detailing the inside of the engine bay and the engine itself. That would be my suggestion. Indeed, I'll probably try to do that when, not if, when I get around to building this. When will it be? Not sure. No promises. Right then, section 34, headlights, which are then put onto the vehicle. So 3-piece headlights, or 6, 1, 2, 3, 5 bits. And then on page 13, right at the top there, section 36, you're putting together the bonnet. 2-part bonnet, the bonnet itself and the little grille, and then you're putting something else into the engine place. It says do not glue, so I assume the idea is just place the engine onto you place the bonnet onto the vehicle. So I assume this stick here is the bit that holds it open when you are in there fiddling with the greasy bits. And then right at the back here, right at the bottom of the page, tells you to put on the headlight, or the rear lights rather, the handle for the boot, and the rear bumper. Bumper to bumper. So that's page 13. Page 14. Nothing, is just pictures of the vehicle. So yeah, it is a basic painting guide. So there you go, and then you've got a whole page here of nothing. Make some notes there if you need to write stuff down, and there you go, and that's it. I believe, if I'm correct, this number down at the bottom of the page would be your model number. So let's say this is model 50-80765. What we're doing here, let's get all the plastic bits out and get ready with those. Now there's not a lot of stuff in here, so yeah, I think I have been in here before. I may have made a video about this already, but I don't know where it is. If I have, maybe I'll put that up instead of this. I don't know. Let's put that over there. So that back in the box. Decal sheet. And it is a small decal sheet, and it consists of covers for the seats and the dashboard, speedometer and control bit, and the what do you call these things? Number plates. Oh, my mind is gone. So number plates there, and that's all there is to it. Fairly simple, straightforward. Will I be using these decals for the seats? Why not? Right then, let's pick up the first bag. This is the chrome bits, the shiny bits. It's very shiny. I get an angle where you can see stuff. So there you got the little grill, which is just all one piece. It's difficult to tell with the plated parts like this just how good the molding actually is. I mean, the hubcaps, for example, they look very nice. The grill looks fine. The other bits, there's a bit of a sink mark on this piece here, which appears to be the A rear view mirror. So right in the middle, you've got a sink mark. This is because it's quite deep on the other side, if you can see that. So, because it would have been better maybe if they had that as a plain part and just put a shiny sticker on it. Anyway, so those are plastic parts. This is sprue unnumbered, just a sprue. So there you go. So that's the chrome plated shiny bits. Next up, off the top, some clear parts. And the words "oh dear" come to mind. A bit unfair. They're flat and they're clear-ish. You can see right off the bat that these, I don't know if it comes across, but while they're nice and flat and clean, there is some mold lines happening on them. Well, not mold lines, but some minor bits, like for example these bits here. You can see, I can see that there on both of these pieces, that strange circular thing. Looks like somebody's been kissing it, like a lip mark. Same thing's happening with the door windows, so not sure what's going on there. The other pieces, the tiny bits, like you've got these parts here, number 78, look fine. The rear lights, again, they are suffering from sink marks because they're a bit denser than they need to be, or a bit thicker parts than they need to be. So, and the headlights there are partially molded. So this light here, there is a hole right in the middle of it. I don't know if you can see that there. So it's not completely molded. So yeah, it's like a phone call to Hella to see if they can send me a replacement bit. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the clear parts of the of the 2CV windows and stuff. Next sprue has some. This is sprue. This is sprue something. It's not numbered again, but it's a sprue containing the mostly the greasy bits, engine parts, some pipe work, the front and rear axles, exhaust pipe, and some more tubes for the engine. 1, 2. So this piece here is a bit bent, not straight. Most of the other pieces look fine. Lots of extrusion pushing marks in these pieces here, which are small and tiny, but even though most of the manufacturers would do something about it, but yeah, these haven't been treated well. The battery there, foot pedals, yeah, could be better. I'm assuming this is a fairly old kit, so because it looks like it might be. No idea who made this originally, if this is an original Hella, but yeah, I think it's older than it looks. Anyway, that is sprue something or other. Sprue with parts 51 to 66. Sorry, 41 to 66 inclusive. Sorry, 68 inclusive. This is a sprue with engines in it. You have another sprue. This is a sprue with the internal furniture, the seats, rear seat, front seat, the door cards. The steering wheel, bumpers, front bumper, rear bumper. I'm not sure what that is. I've forgotten now. And these drive shafts, I believe, and some more engine bits, I think, or the wheel bits. Probably forward disc brakes and something for the engine. Yeah, there's mold lines, seam lines, minor flash on these pieces certainly. So there's a bit of flash on these parts, including that piece there. So all in all, could be better again. Yeah. Next sprue, we got the chassis, which is not what I expected actually. Yeah, it's not what I expected. I thought it was going to be hollow in the middle there. Let's have a look at the drawings again. Now, as you can see my confusion. The drawing suggests that there's gaps in there, but this is like that. So, odd. So, bit of a discrepancy there. So yeah, disappointment, or I'm getting to be mildly disappointed with what this kit has got for us. The wheels look okay. Again, a little bit of flash on the mold edges. This piece has flash on it all over the place. This is the inside of the engine, main floor panel. The bonnet looks okay, but on the dashboard looks okay-ish. Again, all these pieces are going to need a bit of a going over with a sharp knife to clean up the flash and stuff. And this will be pretty tough with this one because it's pretty thick. Yeah. So that is sprue with parts 4 to 11. So early sprue. Got some tires. Rubber tires on a little tree of their own. Okay, I guess. Quite interesting that. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, so those are rubber tires. And last but not least, something I've clearly put into a bag. We got the bodywork. And yeah, again, flasherama, flash here. Actually, that appears to be on the flash, which is on the over there where the windscreen goes. I got this massive piece to remove here. On the inside, lots of push pins visible. So these here are gonna be. Don't know if you can actually see them there, but they're quite visible. So let's make a. Can I make a difference? It's going to get darker suddenly. There is some very large push pins in there. You can just about make them out. And this is raised. Yeah, they're both raised. So, and they're quite big as well. They're quite thick. So removing them is going to be tricky, or hard work, more accurately. The bodywork itself is, let's put it this way, it's not Tamiya-esque. Tamiya be the only vehicle that built, or Meng. I've built a Meng. 1/35th scale Meng vehicle, admittedly, two actually. But yeah, this is not the best. Anyway, that's the main body of the 2CV. So So what do I think of this kit? It is a little disappointing, I must confess. Now you could say, well, Heller is one of those brands which I haven't had very much. Excuse me, haven't had very much. Let me look at something else here. With which I haven't had very much success from getting for quality kits. Models with Heller written on the box have been a bit disappointing, considering the fact that for £25 I'd expect the kit to be slightly better than this. What is it? The Volkswagen Beetle I've got. This is a Tamiya model. It is cheaper than this, and it is way better than this in every single way. But then, maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe the bits will go together very well. I don't know. I'll find out when I go around to building it. I'm beginning to wonder, should I even get around to building this thing? Let's have a look. Anyway, there you go. Scale mates. Heavy ironies here. The irony is that I tap it into scale mates and it says no results. So just tap it into the internet search bar at the top, and the top result is scale mates. I'm clearly doing something wrong here. So anyway, this kit, the first one that appears on scale mates is exactly the model that I've got, and it is. So it was a new tool in 1991. So this particular model was new in 1991, and they made various models of it, various versions of it, various Heller versions of it, including an Airfix rebox. This particular box I've got here is a new box in 2013, and it was also reboxed as the two Charleston version, red and black version, two color car. So I'm not sure if it just says new box, it didn't say new parts. So I think the color differences were just decals. So there you go. Who else made this? Tamiya did one. Tamiya did one back in, when was it? 95. Imai, a Japanese company, had one in 1979, and which was reboxed as a Revel. Interesting. Or was it? Yeah. So there you go. Gunzu Sankyo also made one. Gunzu Sankyo, the people who made the paints. So there you go. I can see here the Citroen by Tamiya is certainly more expensive, surprisingly enough, or unsurprisingly, it's a Citroen, but it's also a limited kit, historic cars. So do they actually do one? Should I get the Tamiya and compare the two, or should I get anybody else's and compare the two? I've got a similar comparison coming up sometime in the future, but it's not cars. But anyway, there you go. So that's the Citroen TCV from Heller. Yeah, slightly disappointing, in my opinion there. Could be a lot better. Mind you, could also be a lot worse. So who knows? Yeah, anyway. That is my look at the Heller Citroen TCV. And if you have built one of these, let me know. Hopefully you won't disappoint. Maybe you're not disappointed of this vehicle as I was, or this kit rather, as I was, because the car itself, the real thing, has a lot of things to, has a lot of positives going for it, from what I've seen and heard on television at least. Never been in one, but maybe in the future. So yeah, there you go. Gonna leave it there now. If you enjoyed this kit, if you got this far, consider giving us a thumbs up, and if you like this video, tell your friends, and if you didn't like it, tell me why, so that I can make a better video for next time. And happy modeling, everybody. Take care.